Gavin Newsom, who's running around saying we all have California derangement syndrome. He's just like ripping off Trump derangement and calling it California derangement. It's like, no. How many corporations have left California?
It's crazy.
Joe Rogan and Gavin Newsom's heated back and forth shows no signs of cooling, as Rogan fires back with sharp criticism on the California governor, this time with Elon Musk joining the fray. Both men laid out tough criticism of Newsom's policies of the Golden State, and the result was brutally funny. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's dive in.
But there's always something. That's what's nuts. There's always some new law that's passed, some new insane thing that California's doing.
Yeah.
And it's like a giant chunk of it's happening in California. The most preposterous things that I get.
Yeah.
And then you got
Crazy.
Gavin Newsom, who's running around saying we all have California derangement syndrome. He's just like ripping off Trump derangement and calling it California derangement. It's like, no. How many corporations have left California?
It's crazy. Like,
hundreds.
Yes, hundreds.
Right? Hundreds.
Yes.
That's not good.
I think In-N-Out left.
Yeah, In-N-Out left. They moved to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, we can't do this anymore.
Right. And
it's
like
the California company for food. It's
Yes.
like the greatest hamburger place ever.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not actually speaking of like just sort of open source and like looking at things openly. I just like going In-N-Out and seeing them make the burger.
Yeah.
The studio lights flare to life as cameras pan across the excited crowd. The audience cheers, whistles, and claps. Jon Stewart steps confidently onto the stage, holding a few sheets of paper. His trademark smirk is in place as he surveys the room. The applause dies down slowly. Jon Stewart. You know what I find fascinating? The same people who spent decades preaching, question everything, now clutch their pearls when someone actually does. Someone asks tough questions and suddenly, it's dangerous. The audience chuckles and applauds. Jon Stewart. Enter Joe Rogan, a man with a microphone, a brain, and the audacity to have honest conversations. According to some corners of the liberal media, this makes him public enemy number one. Really? The crowd laughs and whistles. Jon Stewart. Let's take a step back. Joe Rogan doesn't start a cult. He hosts a conversation. And somehow, that's now a threat to democracy. Apparently, if you're popular and you think for yourself, you're dangerous. Laughter and applause ripple through the studio. Jon Stewart, leaning on the desk, mocks serious tone. The liberal media claims to champion free speech until it's speech they don't like. Then suddenly, it's misinformation, problematic, or my favorite term, threatening public health. Seriously? It's a podcast. He tosses the papers onto the desk and gestures broadly toward the camera. Jon Stewart. Let's talk about this influence thing. The media says, he has too much influence. Influence? Really? Influence is what journalism should strive for. But if the person speaking isn't wearing a suit behind a news desk, suddenly it's scary. The screen behind Jon lights up with clips of anchors criticizing Rogan. He smirks at the montage. Jon Stewart. Oh, and let's address the favorite talking point. He hosts conspiracy theorists. Karen, let me get this straight. If a guest says something controversial on Rogan's show, it's Rogan's fault. But if a politician lies on cable news...
Yeah, I'm not actually speaking of like just sort of open source and like looking at things openly. I just like going In-N-Out and seeing them make the burger.
Yeah, it's right there.
They chop the onions and they it's you just see everything getting made in front of you.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, it should be like, how many wake-up calls do you need to say that it needs to be reform in California? You know?
Well, the crazy thing that Newsom does is whenever someone brings up the problems in California, he starts rattling off all the positives. The most Fortune 500 companies, highest education. But yeah, that was all already there
right.
before you were governor.
But how many Fortune 500 companies have left California?
Right. And then you guys spent $24 billion on the homeless, and it got way worse.
Yes. Like the homeless population doubled or something. Like people don't understand like the homeless thing because it sort of preys on people's empathy, and I think we should have empathy, and we should try to help people.
Everything's performative. It's like California is addicted to virtue signaling. Instead of fixing real problems, they chase headlines. Exactly. They celebrate passing new laws while ignoring the results. The real innovators, the people who built Silicon Valley, they're leaving. That's why I moved Tesla's headquarters to Texas. California punished success. You know what's wild? People defend it. They'll say, oh, California's still amazing. And sure, the weather's great, but that's nature, not policy.
Right.
The sun still shines, not because of Gavin Newsom, but governance matters. If this keeps up, California is going to become a luxury ghost state, rich elites in gated areas, and everyone else struggling to survive. And the media just ignores it. They cover for him like he's some savior. But anyone living there knows the truth. It's falling apart. Yeah, the press plays along. It's all about image management. But you can't Photoshop reality. The homelessness crisis is real, the infrastructure is crumbling, and people are desperate. Man, I hope Californians wake up. You can't fix a problem if you keep pretending it doesn't exist. They need leadership with courage, not just ambition. Someone willing to admit failure and rebuild from scratch. Because right now, California's collapsing under lies and ego. You think it can bounce back? Anything's possible. But first, they have to stop pretending. Admit what's broken. Simplify regulations. Focus on safety, energy, education. Do that, and maybe there's hope. But if they keep doubling down on nonsense, game over. That's the truth. People love California, but love alone doesn't fix it. You need accountability. And right now, Newsom's California is running on denial.
Exactly.
The state's got everything: resources, talent, beauty. It's not doomed by nature. It's doomed by leadership. And that's why people like you left. People with ideas, with ambition. They don't want to be punished for success.
Yeah, I